Buc-ee's does not have something that they do need.
Yeah! All right!
I don't know where we're at. You don't know that. You're making that up.
Cha-ching! Success! Well, hello friends, and welcome to another destination ride on the channel. If you don't already know, we're going to Barber Motorsports Museum in Birmingham, Alabama. So we've got probably a 2.5-ish hour ride ahead of us. We're going to do a little bit of these country back roads, a little bit of freeway miles, whatever we can to make it enjoyable and keep everybody together. So you guys just relax, let's have a good time, and let's get going. You guys do know there's a Buc-ee's like right next to this place, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, like right next door.
You know what Buc-ee's doesn't have though that they need?
No, Buc-ee's, what?
Buc-ee's does not have something that they do need.
What?
Everybody in the world that's ever been to a Buc-ee's in the past 2 or 3 years has said the same thing.
Okay, let me hear it.
There's no picnic tables. There's nowhere to sit
there
and
is
eat.
absolutely.
There's nowhere to sit.
That is 100% right.
The one thing that Buc-ee's needs is something like to be able to sit and eat.
Every time.
Like that.
Yeah. Exactly. Every time Eric and I go, we eat next to a lamp post. You know
Well, we
Pretty much standing up with a.
Yeah.
Not
Buc-ee's. Come on.
Not this past year, but a couple years ago we went down there and we went to Buc-ee's with the intention of getting. I like their sliced brisket sandwich.
Yeah.
But to get a brisket sandwich, sit somewhere, and there's nowhere to sit.
Nowhere to sit.
They used to. So the Texas people I know said they used to have like the Buc-ee's lounge where you could sit and eat.
They just want people in it. You get in there, you get the sandwich, you get out. Mm-hmm. You know?
But what's wrong with putting picnic tables outside?
I don't think anything. I think it's great.
They have a playground.
Where?
At the Buc-ee's we're going to.
They do?
Outside, there's a little playground there.
Huh.
They don't have a picnic table.
Halfway point reached. Let's go ahead and gear up and press on to our final destination. I was telling Marcus, since I've got my lowrider ST all cammed out and I recognize it's got a different sound, when I hear his bike, Marcus is the one that's right in front of me, man, I can tell that bike is cammed out and ready to run. Listen to it. To your right is Buc-ee's, and looks like we were stopping there first. I'm gonna stay with Eric. Whew. I was starting to feel it, man. You know? Oh.
I said, I see Buc-ee's, and I said, are they going to Buc-ee's?
Yeah! All right! Yeah. Well, we just stopped at Buc-ee's for a quick gas stop, which we needed that too. So maybe food will come after the museum. I don't know. We'll see. We'll just play it by ear. But for those of you, Marcus, for those of you who've never been to the Barber Motorsports Museum, it is literally just right over the hill here. We are less than 5 minutes away. All right. right, so here's the entrance. And they've got quite a bit of property, it seems like. Doing some construction and that type of thing. Now, I have been here once before. Didn't come here on a ride. Actually, my wife and her mom and dad, we were on our way to Biloxi, Mississippi for a cool little vacation. And we stopped over here. Went through the museum. It's really nice. Super cool spot. Happy to be able to share it with you guys. And they should have motorcycle parking right up front for us, huh? Pretty cool. Cha-ching! Success! Once we arrived, we all had one thing in mind. Let's get out of the heat and into some AC.
AC in the house.
All right, starting off right from the start. Look at this vintage Harley Davidson, a 1913 model 9A Harley Davidson. So cool. Triumph Ducati. We haven't even got inside yet. Just levels of motorcycles. Once we bought our ticket, we made our way into the museum. This place is home to over 1,800 motorcycles that span over 100 years of production. More than 1,000 bikes can be seen on any given day, and about 200 different manufacturers from 22 countries are represented here.
So Daniel and I actually talked about this bike on the podcast.
Did you? Okay, well, tell me about it.
So when we were doing our episode about the sound of singles, single cylinder motorcycles,
Daily Biker podcast can be found on all podcasts.
anywhere you find
Podcast.
I say podcast.
Right,
Because
okay.
people go, YouTube?
No
Podcast.
Okay. All right.
So it is one of the earliest internal combustion single cylinder manufacturer made motorcycles.
Is that right?
To give you some specifics real quick, this is a 1984. Okay. It was hot tube heated by gasoline burners, and it was 1,500 cc. Yeah.
So what did you say? It was heated with what?
So it's hot tubes heated by gasoline burners.
Hot tubes.
It's how the ignition works.
Okay.
That's why they have the whole thing in pieces so you can kind of see.
Wow. Very cool. Along the way, you'll see some amazing architecture, vintage Harley Davidsons, plenty of motorcycle history, and maybe even a Sasquatch hiding in the walk-through gardens. This one is, it's got the quad chloroform hypertension connectors right there. See these with the flange differential, right?
This was manufactured, not like by Kawasaki.
You don't know that. You're making that up.
British enthusiast Alan Miller has a hobby. He builds 5-cylinder motors using Kawasaki 3-cylinder 2-strokes as a base.
Okay, maybe you're right.
One of your favorites?
The one right below it, though.
The blue one?
That
Purple one?
I remember when that thing came out.
Yeah.
That's R1, isn't it?
Yeah, that's like a 07. I was working at the dealership, and it was such a, like, we didn't even sell them, but it was such a revolutionary. Everything was kind of changing in the game, and that was one of the first ones that came out that people went, oh crap.
Gotta have that one,
My
huh?
son had the R6.
There's just so much to see here. You could spend 2 hours or you could spend 2 days. But for us, it was time to pack up and take the long, crazy hot ride back home. That was a great visit at a very cool museum. And here we go. Anyway, it was a great trip, a lot of fun. Short video, didn't do a whole lot of filming, didn't really see the need to, just kind of wanted to enjoy the experience and give you guys something to think about. If you ever get the opportunity to head out to Birmingham, Alabama, come check this place out. It's really cool. You can spend, oh man, I'm not lying, you can spend an hour there, you can spend 2 days there. I mean, it's just so much to do and see. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you very much. We're gonna get that quick sandwich and head on to the house. You guys ride safe. I'll see you in the next one.